Hi there, it's Lenore Rattray, and this is Stand Up 8, the podcast. As women, we all have a story of feeling unsafe. We all have been in that empty parkade at night. We've all heard something. We've all been alone on a dark street and felt like eyes were watching us, like we were prey. Thankfully, most of us come out of these situations unscathed, but some of us don't. And what if you didn't? What if your worst nightmares came true, and what would you do to survive? Could you dig down deep? What would you find? Well, I can tell you what I did when my worst nightmare came true. 30 years ago, I was taken by someone I didn't know. I was missing for 9 days. And in Stand Up 8, I'm going to talk about this. I'm finally going to talk about it. Living the crime and my story of surviving with possibly a smattering of post-traumatic growth thrown in for good measure. This podcast tells the story of a true crime, but from the perspective of the survivor and her family. My family. It tells the story of living with the aftermath of living a life where you are fully aware that you are prey. It's real-life true crime, even though true crime and all that goes with it is often a term that I detest. The true crime shows I've seen, the podcasts I've heard, commonly feel exploitive. The perpetrator is the star, the hero, the fascinating monster. And yes, don't get me wrong, these perps totally are monsters. Just not in the way that they should be revered as stars of the show. In my life, in my struggle to survive and thrive, I've decided to take the spotlight from him. I am more than what he did. We are more than what was done to us. It's taken me a long time to figure that out. I want to touch on mental health and the impact of trauma specifically. Not just this crime, a slender 9 days of my life, but the trauma we all go through. And yes, there really isn't a day that I don't think about those 9 days in some way. I was 21. I was naive. I was compliant. I adapted. And to survive, I shut down. I struggled to keep the faith that I would survive, but somehow I did. And somehow there was an inner strength. I don't believe that I ever lost hope that I would live, no matter how bad it got. And it got bad. I never cried. He never got the privilege of seeing my tears. But after it was said and done, I cracked. Little by little until my sanity split wide open. I mean, it took almost 25 years. But it happened. So from what I know now, the mental and physical breakdown was inevitable. Maya Angelou knew it well. There really is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside of you. So I find myself looking at those 9 days. What did she do? How did she do it? What can I learn from her? What can I say that I have learned since? And how does one possibly pretend that life is normal after surviving something horrific? I guess I did, and I guess I still do. We all have our stories of life hell to share. I see it. And this is where the Japanese proverb, Nana Karobi Yaoki, speaks to me. And pardon my Japanese. It means fall down 7 times, stand up 8. In life, I have fallen down at least 7 times now. The kidnapping was a big one, that's for sure. But what got me up? What kept me standing? What keeps me standing now? I don't know where all of this is going to go, really. I just know that by keeping the story inside, it was making me sick, and I had no idea until I got sick. And that really scared me. It scared me that I lost control of the most important thing in my life, me. I'm a mother now. I've been on this healing road for about 7 years, and I'm still very much a work in progress, but I'm trying. I'm trying to embrace more than the past. I'm trying to understand the darkness and the light that exists. I'm facing the unknown, the stuff that I've never talked about, and I'm looking at what existed then and what still exists now. I'm honestly not entirely sure what will emerge in every episode, and my hope is it'll probably make you think. So hang on. Don't be afraid, or be afraid, because I know I am, and I could use you there with me. No one should carry a story like this on their own. Whether true crime is your thing or not, to me, is irrelevant. This is about true life, real life. We're all surviving something. So, stay tuned. We are anticipating an official launch in April, early May, but plan to drop the episodes as they're finished. This is Lenore Rattray with Stand Up 8, the podcast. I so look forward to having you join us.